And what happened because of that? Well, you can see here the scuffle. They wrestled him to the ground. He was assaulted for that. He didn't like that very much. According to Oscar, he says that they grabbed him, Oscar the cameraman, by the neck, threw him to the ground. He was able to escape. Poor Adrian couldn't though.
How ICE goes about it. And how ICE goes about it is even hurting the department itself, as evidently morale is down as a result of how Trump is handling all of this.
What if I told you that Donald Trump's ICE policies are creating more danger, not less? From targeting innocent workers to traumatizing entire communities in Los Angeles, this plan is falling apart fast. And it all starts with an outrageous incident at a Walmart that you won't believe. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Imagine a crime-fighting plan so badly thought out that it manages to round up innocent people faster than actual criminals. Sounds absurd, right? Well, welcome to Donald Trump's ICE quota policy. Touted by the administration as a way to get dangerous individuals off the streets, this plan promised to make America safer and more secure. But here's the kicker. It's doing the exact opposite.
From what I can confirm right now, Adrian is a U.S. citizen, according to his family. That's what his family has told our reporter, that Adrian is an actual U.S. citizen. Now, Border Patrol trucks, and there were 3 unmarked trucks, and in total about 10 witnesses around the area. You can see ICE agents here trying to force Adrian into the truck for the sole crime of speaking up for his co-worker.
Now, if in order to meet quotas, what ICE is doing is they are not spending the time to actually go after people who are here undocumented and are criminal and keeping us less safe.
Under Trump's directive, ICE agents were handed monthly quotas for arrests, a move that shifted their focus away from high-priority cases. Instead of going after dangerous criminals, agents found themselves targeting soft cases, people who were easy to catch. Immigrants showing up to court to resolve legal issues, workers with documentation errors, or even random individuals walking to work became the main targets. It was no longer about who posed a threat. It was about hitting that magic number by the end of the month, no matter what. John Sandweg, a former acting director of ICE, ripped the policy apart, calling it a dangerous misstep. He explained that agents who should have been working on dismantling transnational gangs or going after human smugglers were now busy combing through grocery store parking lots. According to him, this approach didn't just fail, it actively undermined public safety. And the numbers prove him right. One report showed arrests of individuals without any criminal record surged by over 150%, while arrests of actual criminals dropped. Let that sink in for a second. More law-abiding folks in detention, fewer criminals being arrested. Genius plan, right? And let's talk about what this means for communities. Families are being torn apart, kids are living in constant fear of losing their parents, and entire neighborhoods feel like they're under siege every day.
What Adrian was doing there is he's working at Walmart, obviously. And according to Oscar, Adrian was stepping in to confront the ICE agents on how they brutally took his co-worker, who also works at Walmart. The cameraman, Oscar Preciado, who was recording all of this, says that they escalated everything when everybody started recording and talking to them. And you can see how they treated this young gentleman.
He's requiring ICE to meet certain quotas, and this is affecting the safety of here and elsewhere necessary to actually go after the gang members that Trump is saying he's trying to go after.
Beyond that, local economies are tanking because workers are being taken away from their jobs. It's not safety, it's chaos disguised as policy. But if you think this all sounds bad, wait until you hear what happened in Los Angeles. Picture ICE agents, desperate to hit their quota, detaining a U.S. citizen at a Walmart. What happened next is both ridiculous and incredibly disturbing. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss this one. So what happens when ICE agents, scrambling to hit quotas, descend on a Walmart? A completely innocent man ends up handcuffed and humiliated, and yes, it's as ridiculous as it sounds. Adrian Andrew Martinez, a U.S. citizen and Walmart employee, was minding his own business, just doing his job, when this fiasco unfolded. But things escalated when Martinez chose to do what any decent person would: stand up for a co-worker. Instead of appreciating him, ICE agents decided to haul him off instead. Here's how it all went down. Martinez saw his co-worker being confronted by ICE agents and tried to de-escalate the situation. But instead of showing even a shred of professionalism, the ICE agents, clearly feeling very heroic, turned their attention to Martinez. Before he knew it, they slapped handcuffs on him, claiming he was suspicious, which apparently is ICE speak for standing nearby with brown skin. As if that wasn't bad enough, Oscar Pressy, a bystander filming the chaos, got a taste of ICE thuggery too. Agents were caught on camera physically assaulting both Martinez and Pressy in broad daylight in a crowded Walmart, in front of shocked customers. That'll really make people feel safer, right? The footage of the incident is hard to watch, but all too familiar. You see Martinez shoved, Pressy being manhandled, and ICE agents showing zero regard for, well, laws. What makes this so outrageous, more than the assault, the abuse of power, and the public humiliation, is that Martinez is an American citizen, not a criminal, not undocumented, just a guy at work. Detaining him wasn't just a mistake. It was a flashing neon sign pointing to the glaring flaws in Trump's quota system. Instead of protecting anyone, it's scattering fear like confetti and exposing its incompetence for all to see. And this isn't just about one man. Incidents like this send shockwaves through entire communities. When law enforcement gets it so wrong, it erodes trust. People are less likely to report crimes, cooperate with authorities, or feel any sense of safety. If ICE agents can mess up this publicly, what hidden damage are they doing behind closed doors? So really, is this quota system keeping anyone safe? Or is it just a giant mess with everyone paying the price? Trump's ICE quota plan is the perfect example of a disaster dressed as a solution. By focusing on numbers instead of justice, the system is catching people minding their own business and skipping over the real threats entirely. It's like putting up a fence to stop a hurricane. It looks busy but solves nothing. Meanwhile, protests from communities across the country are growing louder. In Los Angeles, crowds carrying both American and Mexican flags sent a clear message. This plan isn't about safety, it's about fear. So if quotas are making us less safe, what does that say about the people enforcing them?